this is an informal creative session. I think I'm calling this a joy journal, but I'm kind of wondering about calling these creative corners. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide that. Okay, you may be seeing this at the very beginning of this video after I have this all done. It's because I failed to mention last week Ella Nim's channel, because I was inspired by them with a joy journal in the Hours journal planner here, whatever this is called. I can't remember if it's I believe it's just a planner because it's dated, not a journal. But does it say? No, it says journal. Hours journal. I meant to say it at the beginning, and I actually did, but I had to edit out so many coughs and things that it got bumped out. So I just want to give them credit. And they piped on it and left a comment for me. And I just was like, yes. And I meant to say thank you for inspiring me, because I saw it last year and they switched gears later on and they're doing even something else now. But I just love the idea of a joy journal in this one. And I'm just loving this. It's simple, it's sweet, it's messy. I love their channel. I'll have them linked below. So I just want to say this at the beginning, and then now it'll jump to a blank spread here, and enjoy the decorating. I cut out some things from the paper from this last week, and actually we just got the paper today. I think it was delivered yesterday. We forgot to get it. But yeah, this is just really casual. I decided to grab a pink one for some reason, maybe because of this. I grabbed some of these, I don't know. I am going to print real quick. I'm sorry if I'm still coughing a little bit. I'm doing a lot better than last week, but just every now and then. I also know my mic here sometimes dips a little low every now and then, but it quickly recovers. I'm not too worried about it, but it is the noise canceling on it. I have 2 modes, and if this one causes problems over a while, then I might just switch to room noise. But it's just to get some of the extra noises out, you know. I don't know. It's just something that I thought sounded just a little better. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. I found 2 photos from this last week that I thought, oh, I need my glue. Yeah, we're just rolling along here, and also needing some distraction from everything, right? Like it's heavy out there. So I thought maybe this video could be a bit of a distraction. I don't think I'm gonna put any music on top, because I thought I would chat a little bit and talk about things. Just because sometimes putting the music in just takes longer, and I'm just trying to do simple today. That's all. The funny thing is, when I opened this up here, I didn't realize there was a ladybug here. We have had 3 ladybugs visit us this last week. So I'm going to kind of highlight this. I don't know, do a little of that. Because yeah, that's what's happening. So I have a little to write here from last week. We did not get over here. I don't think we will. I'd have to look up where this actually is again. I have forgotten. I'm just going to put little squiggles underneath each one, because I don't know, sometimes having a repeating pattern is kind of nice. I took these, well, I didn't take the top photo. It was shared online somewhere, and the Auroras were here in my area. I think this is in Harlem, and around there somewhere. I don't recognize exactly what building that is, but I'm trying to see if I do. I'm sure I could kind of Google search it and find out what it is, but what day was that? I'm trying to remember. We are here, and it was like a couple days ago. I think it was Monday. I want to say I think I'm gonna put it on Monday because it was like Monday into Tuesday maybe. Oh, I know. I was trying to take pictures. Let me look at what date that was. And let's see. I was here. What date was this? Tuesday. Late. Okay. That narrows it down a little bit. So let me put that on Tuesday. But I didn't see him. There was a lot of, well, like a bunch of, well, it was kind of like here into the next day, like that. A bunch of fog rolled in, so we couldn't see anything. Like it was really thick, and then it cleared up a bit, but there were still high clouds, pretty thick. And yeah, we went to bed around midnight, and then it was going off around that time, but it wasn't visible here. This could have been another city around here that it had cleared off a bit. And then, oh, when did I take this picture? Was it the next morning? Took them kind of close to each other. Did I? When was this? Close. Let's see. What day was this? Oh, it was Tuesday. Yeah, I was gonna say this was like Tuesday morning. So I'm wondering if I could. I don't want to make this too thick though. So I think what I'm gonna do, actually, what I noticed about this, and I don't know if I can hold it up, these two birds right here are cuddling a little bit. It was a very cold morning. They're just leaning towards each other, but they were all on top of this apartment building trying to warm up. And I thought, hey, take a quick little photo. I think I can do that so it doesn't get too thick in there. Yeah, that's good for me. And then I thought I would, and I can kind of decorate with this in a moment, but there were some snow pictures still. This one I think I'll hang on to. The other thing was the swans were going up and down. They go up and down the canal next to us here. And they had a family last summer, and in the fall they were showing them, like, they were pretty big. They were almost adults. And so it was like they were just getting finished with weaning them. And then, yeah, it was just the two of them. So here is the photo credit. I try not to like say any of this is my photos or anything. I'm just taking things out of the paper, but I'm gonna cut that off right now though. This is too small for the punch, so I thought I would just cut that. And yeah, sometimes my husband and I like to just stop and watch them go by. Sometimes they go by really quickly, and sometimes it takes them a while. So that was, well, it wasn't today, so it must have been yesterday. So I'll put that here. Yeah. Right about there. And this is at the library, which I think I want to hold on to as well. But this is to a place we want to go to soon. So I think I'll hold on to those along with the bird. The bird hasn't happened yet. And this was our fish stall at the market that showed up in all the snow. So I thought I would like include a few of these. I may not include all of them. And then, yeah, this one out of frame here is going to be for next week. So, yeah, I thought, you know, why not put some of these down? I don't think I have much room on the last. Oh, now it got stuck. I wonder if I can pull these up. It's pretty stuck. I'm going to just deal with it. I think, you know what, this was from the 7th. So it was this day. I'm wondering if I could, no, I don't think I can fit it here, can I? I mean, I could do this on top. This isn't doing too much right here. And it kind of breaks it up a little bit. Like it feels kind of flowy here. I don't mind putting it like on a later date. I was just gonna see if I could put it here. Let's see, these I think would look good together. I'm thinking about just plunking this one down here. Because I know it wasn't that day, but it's kind of a good reminder that some of those stalls are hardcore. They still, wondering about right here, like with this stamp. I could make a little note next to it, and that's going to fold a little more easily. So, okay. And then these, because I kind of know as I'm going along here that I'm getting pictures from a week old, or even longer. If I'm saving some of those, then it is kind of like week old photos. It's not going to be on that day unless I do this. So yeah, this is a place called Koneinenberg. I'm sure there's probably a better way to pronounce that, but I love rabbits, and so Konine is for rabbit, which is close to how you say king as well. I don't know the actual pronunciation difference, but I'm learning. I gotta keep working on it. So this one, I think I want to put a little higher. Let's get that kind of centered, and then this one a little lower. I just thought these were really pretty. These were a little delayed as well because they actually asked the public for some photos, and I just love these two that people sent in. So I think actually I'll just kind of play with these two like that. So, and then tweezers. Oh, let's put the bow on. Why not? Tie that pink in. I'm not really a big bow person. Excuse me, sorry. Not really a big angel person either, but we're just putting some decor down. We're just distracting and doing some cute things. I'm not worrying about what anything really means. I don't know. That looks like a wax seal. This looks like a little diamond. I would love to hear how your week has been. If anyone wants to comment down below. It's been a lot lately. And we can only do what we can do. And sometimes they're rolling a big snowball here, but I want to put like a flower on top. For some reason, I was called to do that. Let's see. This is kind of like a pack of letters. Which way is up? I guess with that. Oh, and this is an actual little letter. Maybe do that. Little tiny blue bow. Let's put it let's put it on the angel. I don't know. When did I have a coffee this week? We've been trying new coffee. I'm just gonna put it there. And it was just grocery store coffee. It wasn't anything fantastic. And let's see, where can I put this? This feels not right. Like these three just don't feel quite right. It's still a lot on here. So, yeah, I've been trying some new coffees. Oh, since we got our delivery last Friday. So, yeah, we were just budgeting. Like, honestly, that's all it was. We've been getting a lot of like name brand coffee pods. And so we just wanted to find what the grocery store had and try that for a little while. And the first couple, we were like, they're not as good. But then they're like, then when you like haven't had the good stuff for a little while, you're like, oh, this is fine. This is fine. So, let's see. So I'm thinking I might write a little bit about this. Here, let's see. See, I put an extra little loop in there. Let's see if I can. Anyway. The 7th during all so like we don't have to make it amazing. Trying to think, like I do better going backwards in time. I've talked about this a little bit. So like it's easier to write down some stuff here. So there were a couple wins today. And I'm trying to remember them. Oh man, what happened today? Does anyone feel that way? Oh my goodness. What happened just a few short hours ago? Like what is life? There was, oh, we got paid. And then our son, I'll just had an awesome day. And then there was one other thing. It was sunny. Oh, they took down city took down lights from, what's it called? From the market. It was like from the holidays. I'll just say from the holidays. They were going through and finally taking things down. Like usually in the US, we would take things down like the first week, and it was like, and some people leave things up for some who believe in it, not believe in it, but like who it's important for, take things down around Epiphany. And it was well after that, I have to say. I think Epiphany was on the 11th. So I think it's either they're going from city to city and packing them up, or our city just eventually, I would assume because all the cities have like this little lit specialty light thing that shows like their city scape or something they're known for. Ours is like the mayor's building, the like older city hall. Harlem's is actually the church, and like there's just different ones for each city. And so I would think they would want to store that close by. Like, I don't think there's like a grand central area that they all take them to. So I'm just gonna write new coffee pods, and we are able to, as of actually, that we can recycle. So as of the 1st, we are able to just put them all with our recycling. We were taking them back to the store that we bought them from. They take them and recycle them, but yeah, now we can just throw them in with all of our recycling. So I'm gonna write birds warming up together. Here, great Cairo session. I got to meet one of the new owners, excuse me. And I'm a little baffled. Kerfluffled? No, just baffled. The previous lady I'd been seeing like the end of October through November and into December a little bit, before the holidays. I'm trying to think. I probably saw her maybe 6 sessions, and she was really good. She like really got in there, almost half felt like a massage, it definitely helped align some things. So maybe she did some really heavy lifting, and now the person I'm seeing now, she's not as heavy-handed at all, but I have felt even better. So I'm on a healing path because I got all out of whack since I last saw my chiro, and I'm trying to think if that was like April, and then all the moving stuff and coming here, and then finally seeing someone like in, yeah, the very end of, it might have been just mid-November. But I'm just trying to like go, did I need, the first session I was like, wow, that was really light, and that was last week. And yeah, this is when I went there. And I was just like, well, maybe she's not doing enough. But then I was not in pain in the week. I didn't have any pinches or like misalignments or things. And then when she took care of me yesterday, I'm like, wow, I just needed a little nudge, and she was able to pinpoint things. And I was like, do I need to go back to the old lady? Because they don't really care. They're like, just want to be supportive. And I don't know. It's kind of interesting to see like everybody's different techniques. There were some things though that she brought back, and things that the first lady did that the second lady hasn't done at all yet. I don't know. I'm just going to keep going because I feel good. I feel good. So, oh, I should write about ladybugs. Multiple ladybugs. Sorry. Around the horse, around the house. Let me let that dry. Yeah, we've seen red ones with black dot. Well, yeah. Excuse me. And we've seen black ones with orange with black, and red with black. Yeah, we've seen like several different kinds, and we don't know if they're like just hatched or something around here. I don't know. It got like super cold with all the snow, and then it warmed up here, And now we're going to go into another deep freeze that they're saying some of the shallow canals, possibly, because we might get to down to like -5, might freeze over enough for people to ice skate. I don't think the one near us will. We had snow on top, just like the pictures in here. Like we had snow on top, but this would not be good at all to have to walk on out. So I'm gonna write new grocery schedule. And we found like we needed to submit and then we could get it here, but it's like working. It's like, instead of having to try to pick a time slot, we get a guaranteed slot now, and then it comes on Fridays. So, what about last weekend? That's kind of like the last part here. And then this is tomorrow on, and then we'll go into next week. I was putting a little paper clip here, but I have absolutely no need to put that on there. I'll be able to, because it kind of leaves a big dent. So, oops, let's see if I can glue that down a little bit more. This is not going to be archival perfect or anything. This is just to have fun. I'm trying to think if I want to write about this, or there's a full moon here. Does it say which day? Excuse me. Yeah, I think the full moon was here. And so I'm trying to think of just positive things, just positive. Like, I don't want to say I didn't make it to go see this. Would love to book this up next year. That's a really good way to frame it. Just so like, because that's what I talked about last week, is just going to find it. I feel like we were watching some shows in here. It wasn't on Saturday, but I think we finished it here. So I'm just going to say watching fun shows. With popcorn, because that makes it better. Oh, I love that. Okay. Yeah, because I had watched, excuse me, I'm trying not to cough too much. So I watched Agatha All Along, and we just wanted to catch up on a few Marvels until our subscription expired. So, and it did, like on Saturday, Sunday. So we just watched that, and I tried to watch WandaVision. It was not my favorite, but I got through it. I needed to kind of know where the characters were going. I'm not a huge, like, we were at the beginning into Marvel and stuff, but right now we watched some of the stuff and it just did not resonate very much. And then the last thing we watched, I think it was on Friday or Saturday, one of these nights, was Captain Marvel. And I do have to say I enjoyed that one. And then we call it a wrap, and now we're moving on to better things. Oh, we watched the Knives Out one on Netflix. It was something Dead Man. Wake Up Dead Man? I think that's what it was. And I think I would have liked it more, but my husband figured out who did it. I think I might have mentioned that in my plan with me, but it was like, I couldn't unsee it then at that point. But it would had amazing actors in it. It really did. I loved all of them. I felt a little sad because Andrew Scott is an amazing actor. I've seen him in so many different things, and I was like, wait, what was his role in anything? And I came away going, did they cut a big part out that he was featured in? Like, I feel like there was something that he was, because I never pointed at him. Sorry if I'm spoiling it. I'm sorry, but I just, okay, I'll make some editing here to not spoil too much. I love him as an actor, and I just felt like there was some kind of plot that was edited out with him. So that's all. I wish I had seen more. But yeah, we're just kind of catching up on some Netflix now, having like a subscription for a month and watching some things. The one thing I did watch that isn't, I watched up until episode 7 yesterday. So I'm going to write it here. It's called All Her Fault. And I know it came out on like Peacock last fall, I think in November or something. It just started up here in December. So I'm just watching it streaming, and I thought all the episodes were there. And I'm trying to think of the lead. What's her name from Succession? She's executive producing it too. There are just a bunch of moments in that show that are really real. And like talking about motherhood, talking about disabilities and children and adults. And I thought they did a really good job so far. There is, I don't know, there are some plot jumps that you're just kind of like, okay, they just want us to accept this. I'm thinking this is from a book because it kind of felt like it. It's not going to be a series that keeps running because there's an end to it. So, yeah, it did say like it was just a mini series. So really well done. I'm trying to remember the actor's name, the redhead. But, and the blonde is amazing too. Like, I can't remember. I'm forgetting their names. But they played like just so well for being a mom, and I thought that was just really well done. Yeah, so I think I'll leave it at that. Sometimes I like to just kind of talk about shows a little bit. That was my week. There were definitely some good highlights, I have to say. And we didn't get to the market this week either, but I'm hoping to go next week. And yeah, I was sad to miss the Auroras. I don't think they were nearly this bright. I think they were definitely enhanced for that photo, but I didn't see anything. So yeah, okay, that's it. Enough of my rambling. I hope you all have an awesome rest of your week. I'm gonna try to come out with these. Well, they will at some point be live streamed in Patreon, but I just want to keep sharing these until I can share them there. I don't want to like block them out. I don't know. I just want to share them with everyone, but at some point I'll have to move them over. So yes, you will have seen the promo, me talking about Ella Nim's channel inspiration at the beginning of this video. So now I'm going to end it. Little time warp there, and find something that's joyful for yourself, because we need it right now. we need it. And yeah, put some color on a page, do something with your hands, drink a wonderful warm or cold drink that you just love, and drink a bunch of water with it, because I've been having a bunch of ice water and it's been feeling good to keep hydrated during these dry winter months. Yeah, take care everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.